Have you ever felt like you're at a crossroads, holding on to a relationship or friendship because it's comfortable and familiar, but deep down you know it's holding you back from truly flourishing? It's a tough pill to swallow, realizing that sometimes the people closest to us, the ones we've laughed with, cried with, and shared countless memories with, might not be meant to journey with us forever. It's a stark revelation, isn't it? But here's where the ancient wisdom of Stoicism sheds a transformative light on our modern dilemmas. The Stoics, with their profound insights into human nature and the pursuit of a fulfilling life, remind us that personal growth often requires making hard choices about who we allow into our inner circle. It's not about cutting people out with cold indifference, but about curating our lives with intention, choosing relationships that uplift, inspire, and challenge us to be our best selves. So if you're standing at that crossroads, feeling the weight of a decision that could redefine your path, you're not alone. Today, we dive deep into the heart of Stoic wisdom to explore the signs it's time to lovingly release certain ties, making space for new growth, deeper connections, and a life aligned with your highest virtues. Stay with me as we embark on this journey together, guided by the timeless teachings of Stoicism, ready to discover the freedom and peace that come from choosing our relationships with wisdom and courage. And as we navigate this journey, we invite you to hit that subscribe button, share this video with someone who might need to hear this message, and don't forget to like and watch every part without skipping, because every moment of this exploration could be the one that transforms your life. If a relationship is stopping you from growing, it's a red flag that demands introspection and possibly action. Consider this scenario. Have you ever felt stagnant, like your personal growth is hindered because someone close to you isn't supportive or worse, actively holding you back? This dilemma resonates deeply with the teachings of Seneca, who championed personal growth and continuous self-improvement as essential to a fulfilling life. According to Seneca, living meaningfully involves evolving, learning, and expanding our horizons. Therefore, if a relationship, whether with a friend, family member, or partner, doesn't nurture this growth but instead stifles it, it's a significant concern. Seneca would advise taking a critical look at such relationships. Are you remaining in them out of habit, fear of change, or misplaced loyalty? These are uncomfortable questions that demand honest answers. Genuine connections, as Seneca would argue, should uplift and empower you. They should be sources of encouragement and support, pushing you towards becoming the best version of yourself. Stoicism emphasizes the value of surrounding yourself with individuals who positively impact your life and align with your values. It's not about quantity but quality, having relationships that enrich your life and contribute to your growth. If a relationship feels more burdensome than beneficial, it's prudent to reassess its role in your life. It's not selfish to prioritize your growth and well-being. Sometimes, fostering personal development means acknowledging when certain relationships no longer serve your best interests. This isn't about resentment or blame, but recognizing that parting ways can be a necessary step towards personal fulfillment and growth. Reflect on whether your relationships are bridges that support your journey or barriers that hinder it. Moving forward, Marcus Aurelius offers insights into managing emotions within relationships, particularly when negativity overwhelms the connection. He reminds us of our ability to control our responses to external events, including emotional turmoil within relationships. If a relationship consistently feels tumultuous, dominated by negativity like jealousy or anger, it signifies imbalance and potential toxicity. Marcus Aurelius would encourage stepping back to assess whether such emotions are conducive to a healthy, enduring relationship built on mutual respect and tranquility. Navigating relationships with Stoic wisdom involves maintaining clarity and emotional resilience. It means recognizing when a relationship detracts from your peace of mind and growth. Emotions are part of life, but they shouldn't define the entirety of a relationship. Instead, they should be managed constructively, fostering an environment where both individuals can thrive emotionally and intellectually. Ultimately, the journey of self-improvement is enriched by relationships that nurture our aspirations and contribute positively to our well-being. It's about cultivating connections that uplift us and align with our pursuit of a meaningful and fulfilling life. Now, let's delve deeper into the wisdom Marcus Aurelius offers on navigating emotions like anger and jealousy within relationships. He doesn't propose that we aim for a life devoid of these feelings. Such an endeavor would be as futile as trying to breathe without air. Instead, Aurelius teaches us a profound truth. While we cannot always control external events or the emotions they stir within us, we have full sovereignty over how we respond to these emotions. Consider a scenario where jealousy creeps in because a friend appears to be advancing in life while you feel stagnant. Or perhaps anger arises when someone consistently undermines your efforts. In these moments, Aurelius would counsel us to pause and introspect. What lessons can we glean from them about ourselves and our values? Most importantly, how can we choose to respond in a manner that aligns with our aspirations for personal growth and integrity? Practicing Aurelius's teachings entails cultivating awareness. It involves recognizing when these potent emotions surface and consciously deciding not to let them dictate the dynamics of our relationships. Instead of reacting impulsively, we can choose a response that reflects our highest ideals and principles. This introspective approach is challenging but essential for fostering healthy, constructive interactions. In some cases, the healthiest response may involve creating distance or even making significant changes in our relationships. It's not about avoidance or abandoning ship at the first sign of trouble. Rather, it's about acknowledging when a relationship perpetuates negative cycles rather than fostering mutual support and growth. This realization isn't a declaration of failure. It's an acceptance that relationships, like all living entities, evolve and sometimes diverge over time. The Stoic philosophy, grounded in the notion of living in harmony with nature, underscores the natural ebb and flow of relationships. Just as seasons change, so too do the dynamics and compatibility between individuals. Remember, you possess the power to shape your thoughts, reactions, and ultimately, the relationships you cultivate. Choosing to surround yourself with relationships rooted in positivity and support is a deliberate act of self-care and growth. It's in these nurturing environments that we can genuinely thrive, learning from each interaction and finding inner peace amidst life's complexities. Aurelius's wisdom encourages us not to merely endure relationships, but to actively seek those that uplift and inspire us to be our best selves. In aligning our relationships with our values and aspirations, we pave the way for genuine fulfillment and enduring connections. Let's shift our focus towards nurturing connections rooted in mutual respect, understanding, and genuine support, rather than allowing drama to overshadow the essence of our relationships. This brings us to a delicate yet pivotal topic: the presence of manipulation and control in our interpersonal dynamics. Have you ever found yourself feeling more like a puppet than an equal partner? It's a clear indication that something isn't quite right and urges us to delve deeper. Epictetus, the esteemed Stoic philosopher, underscored the significance of personal autonomy with his renowned statement, "No one is free who is not master of himself." This profound insight teaches us that true freedom originates internally, from maintaining control over our decisions, actions, and ultimately our lives. When we encounter relationships where our autonomy feels constrained, whether subtly through influences that divert us from our passions or overtly through demands that dictate who we should become, it undermines the foundation of healthy connections. Imagine scenarios where one person consistently undermines the other's choices or imposes their will without regard for the other's aspirations. These behaviors erode trust and impede personal growth. Epictetus would urge us to evaluate whether such relationships align with our core values and support our journey towards self-actualization. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the pursuit of virtue and inner harmony, advocating for relationships that foster mutual respect and encourage individual development. Recognizing signs of manipulation, such as guilt-tripping, gaslighting, or coercive tactics, is crucial in establishing and maintaining healthy boundaries within relationships. These tactics diminish autonomy and inhibit genuine emotional connection. Epictetus's teachings prompt us to reclaim our agency, making deliberate choices that uphold our values and aspirations, even if it entails reassessing or stepping away from relationships that compromise our well-being. Fostering healthy relationships entails honoring each individual's autonomy and cultivating an environment where both parties can flourish independently and together. It necessitates building mutual trust, fostering open communication, and committing to personal growth. Epictetus reminds us that true freedom lies in mastering our thoughts and actions, free from external coercion or manipulation. By prioritizing relationships grounded in respect and autonomy, we create spaces where authenticity and emotional well-being thrive, enabling us to lead more fulfilling lives. If you find yourself in a relationship where you're constantly second-guessing your choices or feeling constrained from spreading your wings, it's essential to pause and reflect. Why remain in a dynamic that stifles your freedom and hinders your ability to shape your life story? Cutting ties with someone who manipulates or controls you isn't about being unkind. It's about respecting your inherent worth, autonomy, and the pursuit of a life aligned with your true self. Embracing Epictetus's wisdom involves reclaiming the freedom to make choices, grow, and live authentically. Certainly, deciding to distance yourself from such relationships can be profoundly challenging. It may involve letting go of familiarity or even individuals you deeply care about. Stoicism reminds us that the path worth taking isn't always the easiest one, but rather the one aligned with personal growth and authenticity. True relationships that enrich our lives uphold our individuality and freedom, fostering an environment where exploration, self-discovery, and personal growth are not only supported but celebrated. If you sense someone exerting undue influence over your decisions, reflect on Epictetus's assertion that no one is truly free who isn't master of himself. This introspective moment invites you to assess whether it's time to untether yourself from manipulative ties and embrace the freedom to live authentically. Choosing this path isn't merely about breaking free. It's about reclaiming control over your life's narrative. It's about surrounding yourself with relationships that honor your autonomy and foster personal growth. While parting ways may present emotional challenges, it signifies a commitment to self-respect and the pursuit of fulfillment. Stoic philosophy encourages prioritizing well-being over comfort or familiarity, guiding us toward relationships that align with our journey toward authenticity and inner peace. Recognizing the necessity of stepping away from controlling relationships isn't a sign of weakness, but rather a testament to strength and self-awareness. It requires courage to confront manipulative behaviors that undermine personal autonomy. Epictetus's teachings inspire us to assert our inherent right to shape our lives in accordance with our values and aspirations. By aligning our relationships with these principles, we cultivate environments where mutual respect, genuine support, and emotional well-being thrive, enabling us to lead more meaningful lives. Cherishing and actively seeking connections that empower us, enabling us to take charge of our lives, is fundamental to our well-being. Genuine friendship and love should liberate us rather than confine us. But what happens when a relationship begins to inflict more harm than good? It's disheartening when time spent with someone leaves us drained instead of energized, stressed rather than supported. When interactions become a minefield of tension or consistently dampen our spirits, it's a clear sign that something is amiss. Healthy connections are designed to enrich our lives and bring us joy, offering a safe haven during life's challenges rather than adding unnecessary complexity or strife. When relationships complicate our lives with chronic stress or make us doubt our self-worth, it's time to reassess. Stoic philosophy would counsel us to evaluate the situation objectively. Is this relationship nurturing our well-being? Is it fostering personal growth? Or is it a relentless source of negativity that depletes our energy and leaves us worse off? Self-awareness is key here, coupled with the courage to make decisions that prioritize our long-term happiness and mental health. It's not about dismissing emotions, but understanding that honoring ourselves sometimes means stepping away from relationships that consistently diminish us. This isn't about hastily ending relationships at every rough patch. Relationships naturally have ups and downs. However, if a connection consistently leaves us feeling diminished or unhappy, it's a signal that boundaries need reconsideration. Consider Maya's story. She realized her longtime friendship had become toxic. What started as occasional disagreements had evolved into a pattern where she felt perpetually criticized and undervalued. Despite years of history, Maya found herself anxious and drained after each encounter. Reflecting on her feelings, she chose to initiate an honest conversation with her friend, hoping to clarify boundaries and restore balance. In another scenario, Alex found himself in a romantic relationship that began affecting his mental well-being. What began as occasional disagreements escalated into frequent arguments, leaving him emotionally exhausted. Despite his initial investment, Alex realized staying was hindering his personal growth and happiness. With support from friends and a therapist, he gathered the courage to end the relationship, prioritizing his mental health over fear of loneliness. Navigating such situations requires introspection and sometimes external support. It involves recognizing when a relationship no longer empowers but detracts from personal fulfillment. By respecting emotional boundaries and recognizing when a relationship no longer serves our best interests, we pave the way for healthier connections that uplift and inspire us. Ultimately, genuine friendship and love should align with our values and enrich our lives positively. They should be spaces where we feel secure, valued, and free to grow. When connections deviate from these ideals, it's acceptable to reassess and redirect our energy toward relationships that nurture our spirit and enable us to thrive. Consider the broader societal impact. Narratives of sacrifice and endurance often overshadow personal happiness and mental well-being in relationships. Throughout history and literature, stories abound of individuals sacrificing happiness for relationships that no longer serve them. While noble, these tales can perpetuate harmful notions that one's worth is tied to enduring suffering silently. In contemporary discourse on mental health and self-care, there's a shift towards prioritizing personal happiness and emotional well-being in relationships. This acknowledges that relationships, while crucial, shouldn't compromise mental or emotional health. They should be partnerships where both parties feel supported, respected, and able to thrive individually and together. For instance, in professional settings, toxic dynamics or abusive relationships with colleagues can severely impact mental health and job satisfaction. Recognizing signs of toxicity and seeking a healthier work environment can lead to greater satisfaction and well-being. Similarly, in familial relationships, pressure to maintain harmony can lead individuals to endure emotional abuse. Recognizing unhealthy dynamics and taking steps to protect emotional well-being may involve setting boundaries, seeking therapy, or limiting contact with toxic family members. In romantic relationships, the idea of love at all costs is being challenged by prioritizing mutual respect, support, and personal growth. Couples who prioritize open communication and respect each other's autonomy are more likely to sustain healthy, fulfilling partnerships. The evolving discourse on relationships and mental health highlights the importance of self-awareness, communication, and making decisions that prioritize personal well-being. It encourages reflection on relationships, assessing if they align with values and goals, and nurturing positive relationships while distancing from toxic ones. In essence, while relationships are essential for emotional and social fulfillment, they should also be spaces where we feel valued, respected, and supported in our growth and happiness. Choosing to cherish and seek connections that empower may require courage and difficult choices, but it allows us to cultivate a life where we're the masters of our happiness and well-being. Healthy relationships, despite their inevitable challenges, serve as vital pillars of support, love, and personal growth. They create an environment where individuals can thrive emotionally and personally. Yet, when faced with issues that undermine this foundation, it becomes crucial to engage in introspection and consider proactive steps to address them. Effective communication plays a pivotal role in this process. Fostering honest, open dialogue about feelings and concerns often illuminates paths toward resolution and mutual understanding. Studies underscore that couples who prioritize effective communication are more likely to sustain long-term satisfaction and intimacy in their relationships. Gottman and Silver, 1999. If attempts at communication fail to yield positive change, prioritizing personal peace and well-being becomes imperative. Stoic philosophy encourages individuals to recognize their role in nurturing relationships that enhance their lives while acknowledging the wisdom in letting go of those that do not serve their higher good. This reflective approach aligns with modern psychological principles advocating for self-care and emotional well-being in interpersonal dynamics. Feeney and Collins, 2015. Committing to cultivating relationships that enrich rather than complicate life underscores the significance of choosing partners who share similar values and goals. Research indicates that shared values are pivotal in maintaining relationship satisfaction and resilience. Lavner, Carney, and Bradbury, 2016. Investing in relationships that promote joy, growth, and tranquility contributes to emotional resilience and overall happiness. Diener, Oishi, and Lucas, 2003. Mutual respect emerges as a cornerstone of healthy relationships. It forms the foundation for growth and intimacy. The Stoics emphasized respect, both for oneself and others, as integral to living a virtuous life. This principle underscores the inherent dignity of every individual and advocates for relationships that honor and uplift each partner. Nussbaum, 1994. Recognizing signs of disrespect within a relationship is critical. Feeling undervalued or disregarded can signal deeper issues compromising basic human dignity. Psychological studies highlight the adverse effects of disrespect on emotional well-being and relationship satisfaction. Gottman and Gottman, 2015. Addressing these dynamics early on can prevent further erosion of trust and intimacy. Navigating relationships requires a delicate balance of nurturing healthy connections and recognizing when to let go of those that no longer serve one's well-being. This process demands courage and self-awareness, guided by principles of respect, communication, and mutual growth. By prioritizing emotional health and investing in relationships that uphold mutual respect and shared values, individuals pave the way for fulfilling connections that support their journey toward personal fulfillment and happiness. Now, some might rightly ask, but what if it's not that simple? What if I deeply care about this person? Relationships are inherently complex, infused with powerful emotions. This is where the wisdom of Stoicism can offer guidance. The Stoics valued clarity, rationality, and living in alignment with one's highest values. They would encourage us to step back and assess our relationships through this lens. Are we staying true to ourselves in a situation where respect is lacking? Are we upholding our inherent worth and the virtues we strive to embody? If not, it may be time for a serious reassessment. This does not necessarily imply abruptly ending relationships. Rather, it involves recognizing one's own value and making decisions that reflect this self-worth. It might entail setting clearer boundaries, engaging in heartfelt conversations about feelings, or, in some cases, acknowledging that moving forward separately may be necessary. Remember, demanding respect for oneself and insisting on being treated with respect by others is not selfish. It is a reflection of the self-worth that Stoics believed each individual should cultivate. It's about living authentically and ensuring that our relationships reflect the respect and virtue we aspire to embody in our lives. And then, if you find yourself wrestling with a lack of mutual respect, take a moment to contemplate its implications for your well-being. Consider how you can approach this challenge in a way that honors your dignity and values. Everyone deserves relationships where they're treated with the respect and consideration they extend to others. Let's strive to nurture connections founded on mutual respect, where each person is valued for their true selves. Such relationships not only endure but thrive, embodying the principles of a life grounded in Stoic wisdom and virtue. Ever found yourself ensnared by illusions instead of facing reality head-on? Stoicism fundamentally advocates for acceptance, the acknowledgement of our lives, relationships, and surroundings as they truly are, not as we wish them to be. It emphasizes the strength and liberation found in perceiving things clearly, without the distortions that illusions often create. In relationships, this philosophy challenges us to scrutinize our connections with honesty. Are we seeing our partners for who they truly are, or projecting an idealized image onto them? Stoicism urges us to discern between genuine compatibility and the allure of a romanticized ideal. It reminds us that while dreams and aspirations can enhance our bonds, they must be grounded in a realistic understanding of both our partner's nature and our own. To be entangled in illusions within a relationship is akin to chasing a mirage in the desert, initially alluring, yet ultimately lacking substance. The gap between perception and reality can breed discontent and misunderstanding. Embracing Stoic principles calls for the courage to dismantle these illusions, fostering relationships rooted in genuine connection rather than fleeting fantasies. This journey of self-reflection demands bravery, challenging us to confront uncomfortable truths and release the illusions we may have clung to. Acknowledging the reality of our relationships, as Stoicism advocates, does not extinguish hope or optimism. Instead, it cultivates deeper connections founded on authenticity and mutual understanding. It invites us to fully engage with our partners, appreciating their strengths, vulnerabilities, and complexities. In doing so, we honor both ourselves and our relationships, nurturing bonds that are resilient and deeply fulfilling. Stoic teachings prompt us to align our expectations with reality and cherish connections built on honesty and sincerity. They remind us that the essence of a relationship lies not in its perfection but in its depth and authenticity. By embracing these principles, we cultivate relationships that not only endure but flourish, imbued with respect, empathy, and a steadfast commitment to truth. Thus, through the Stoic perspective, we strive to foster connections that embody genuine human connection and enduring love. This journey is challenging, requiring a level of honesty and vulnerability that may feel daunting. Yet, there is profound power in truth. It forms the bedrock upon which genuine, meaningful relationships are constructed. Embracing reality over illusion can be transformative. It may mean acknowledging that a relationship isn't what we imagined, or that our partner isn't who we hoped they would be. This realization, though difficult, is a crucial step towards personal growth and emotional liberation. It creates space for authentic relationships where we can love and be loved for our true selves, not for the illusions we've cultivated. So, if you find yourself entangled in illusions, take a moment to reflect deeply. What aspects of your relationship are genuine, and what parts have you embellished or imagined? How does this alignment, or lack thereof, with reality impact your happiness and well-being? Remember, Stoicism isn't about resignation or pessimism. It's about finding peace and contentment by aligning ourselves with the truth of our circumstances. It teaches us that by embracing reality, we can navigate our lives and relationships with wisdom, clarity, and a grounded sense of purpose that illusions simply cannot provide. Let's challenge ourselves to view our relationships through the lens of Stoic acceptance. Let's embrace truth, no matter how challenging, and in doing so, open ourselves to genuine, fulfilling connections that enrich our lives in profound ways. For it is in the clarity of truth that we discover the path to true happiness and love. Compromising one's core values presents a profound ethical quandary that strikes at the essence of personal integrity and identity. Our values aren't just abstract ideals. They are the foundational principles that govern our decisions, shape our actions, and define our character. When faced with a relationship that challenges these deeply held beliefs, it forces us to confront a pivotal question. Should we sacrifice what we hold dear in order to sustain that relationship? Stoic philosophy, renowned for its emphasis on virtue and moral clarity, offers profound insights into navigating such complex moral dilemmas. According to Stoic teachings, compromising on fundamental values in exchange for a relationship exacts a toll that is too high to justify. Figures like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus argue persuasively that our values constitute the very core of our identity and integrity. To betray these principles is not merely to make temporary concessions. It risks undermining our authenticity and inner harmony, leading to a profound internal conflict. In practical terms, finding oneself in a relationship that demands compromises on core values can slowly erode one's sense of self. Initially, these compromises might seem insignificant, small sacrifices made in the name of love, harmony, or societal expectations. However, over time, they accumulate, creating a rift between our true selves and the persona we adopt to maintain the relationship. This inner discord can breed resentment and diminish overall life satisfaction, as it undermines the congruence between our beliefs and our actions. Stoicism advocates for prioritizing integrity and virtue as essential guides for living a meaningful and fulfilled life. It posits that staying true to one's values isn't just an idealistic aspiration, but a practical necessity for personal well-being. By aligning our actions with our deeply held beliefs, we cultivate clarity in decision-making, resilience in adversity, and a profound sense of peace derived from living authentically. Therefore, when confronted with a relationship that challenges one's values, Stoic wisdom encourages introspection and deliberate reflection. It prompts individuals to critically assess whether the relationship supports their personal growth and well-being, or if it imposes compromises that undermine their authenticity and sense of self. This introspective process serves as a pivotal moment to reaffirm one's values and evaluate the compatibility of the relationship with broader life goals and aspirations. Moreover, honoring oneself and demanding reciprocal respect from others is not selfishness. It reflects the self-worth and dignity that Stoic philosophy encourages each individual to nurture. It underscores the importance of maintaining integrity and ensuring that relationships reflect the respect, virtue, and ethical alignment one strives for in their own life. In conclusion, while relationships inevitably require compromise and adaptation, Stoic teachings remind us that compromising on core values should never be seen as acceptable. Our values serve as our moral compass, guiding us through life's complexities and challenges. Any relationship that demands we abandon these guiding principles risks compromising our authenticity and moral integrity. Thus, Stoic wisdom urges us to courageously uphold our values as the ultimate measure of character and well-being, fostering relationships grounded in mutual respect, understanding, and ethical alignment. Embracing the truth within our relationships, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, necessitates a deep introspection into our perceptions and expectations. It compels us to honestly assess whether we're viewing our relationships objectively or perpetuating illusions that obscure underlying realities. In today's digital age, where social media often presents curated and idealized depictions of relationships, there's a pervasive pressure to conform to these images. Pew Research Center reports that 72% of adults in the United States use social media platforms, underscoring how prevalent these influences can be in shaping our views of what constitutes a healthy relationship, often emphasizing superficial appearances over genuine dynamics. Stoic teachings urge us to move beyond superficialities and delve into the essence of our relationships. They challenge us to confront whether we're dismissing warning signs, minimizing disagreements, or projecting unrealistic qualities onto our partners that don't truly reflect their nature. Research published in the Journal of Family Psychology highlights that unrealistic expectations can breed dissatisfaction and conflict in relationships, emphasizing the critical importance of aligning our perceptions with the unembellished reality. Confronting these illusions demands courage and a willingness to introspect deeply. It requires acknowledging uncomfortable truths and recognizing when our desires for harmony or acceptance overshadow our need for authenticity and fulfillment. Stoic philosophy advocates for a mindset of acceptance, not resignation, but an active embrace of reality as it truly exists. This approach empowers individuals to make well-informed decisions about their relationships based on clarity and self-awareness, rather than succumbing to wishful thinking or societal pressures. Choosing to embrace reality within relationships fosters personal growth and resilience. It enables individuals to cultivate genuine connections grounded in mutual understanding and respect, essential qualities highlighted by research from the Gottman Institute on relationship dynamics. When partners are attuned to each other's emotional needs and realities, they build trust and intimacy that endure challenges and sustain long-term satisfaction. The Stoic emphasis on truth extends to self-reflection as well. It encourages individuals to critically examine their own contributions to relationship dynamics, fostering an introspective process focused on personal growth rather than blame. This reflective approach allows individuals to align more authentically with their values and aspirations, promoting a deeper sense of fulfillment in their relationships. Practically, embracing truth in relationships necessitates ongoing communication and transparency. It involves fostering open dialogues with partners about expectations, concerns, and aspirations, essential elements underscored by studies on relationship satisfaction. Effective communication not only helps couples navigate conflicts constructively, but also deepens emotional connections and fosters mutual growth. Ultimately, adopting a Stoic approach to relationships encourages individuals to prioritize authenticity over superficial appearances. It teaches us that genuine fulfillment arises from embracing the reality of our relationships, acknowledging both their strengths and challenges. By doing so, we empower ourselves to make choices that align with our values and lead to enduring personal fulfillment. In conclusion, navigating the journey of embracing truth within relationships is a profound undertaking. It requires challenging societal norms and personal biases, cultivating heightened self-awareness, and fostering a commitment to open and honest communication. By embracing Stoic principles, clarity, acceptance, and authenticity, we can forge relationships that are not only enduring but deeply enriching. This commitment to truth and integrity serves as a guiding light, illuminating the path toward genuine happiness and meaningful connections in every facet of our lives. The Stoic philosophy underscores the profound significance of integrity and virtue as guiding principles for a meaningful life. Figures such as Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca illuminate the importance of aligning one's actions with core values, irrespective of external pressures or temptations. This alignment not only imparts purpose to life, but also serves as a moral compass in navigating complex ethical dilemmas, particularly within the realm of relationships. When confronted with a relationship that challenges one's deeply held values, it serves as a pivotal moment for introspection and discernment. It prompts individuals to pause and engage in profound self-reflection. Does this relationship contribute positively to my personal growth and well-being? Or does it require compromises that fundamentally undermine my integrity and sense of self? These questions are not merely philosophical ponderings but practical inquiries into the authenticity and alignment of the relationship with one's highest aspirations. Navigating such nuanced situations is inherently intricate, especially when emotions and personal investments are involved. Here, Stoic practices of self-examination and rational analysis offer invaluable guidance. By stepping back from emotional entanglements and objectively evaluating the relationship through the lens of personal values, individuals can make decisions that not only preserve their integrity but also honor the vision of who they aspire to become. Opting to walk away from a relationship that demands compromise on core values is not a capitulation to failure but a courageous assertion of self-respect, a declaration that one's worth and authenticity are non-negotiable. Living in alignment with Stoic ideals demands that relationships reflect and uphold individual values rather than erode them. It affirms that fidelity to personal values not only shapes character but also navigates life's trials with steadfastness and authenticity, ultimately leading to genuine fulfillment and purpose. By cherishing and steadfastly adhering to these values, individuals not only honor the teachings of Stoic philosophy but also cultivate relationships that are inherently authentic, deeply meaningful, and profoundly enriching. Reciprocity, another cornerstone of healthy relationships, revolves around the delicate balance of mutual give and take. It entails both partners contributing equitably to the relationship's sustenance and growth, fostering an atmosphere of mutual support and understanding. However, when reciprocity is disrupted, when one partner consistently gives more than they receive, it undermines the relational equilibrium essential for sustained emotional connection and satisfaction. Consider a scenario where one partner finds themselves perpetually in the role of giver, while the other predominantly assumes the role of receiver without reciprocity. This imbalance can breed resentment, emotional exhaustion, and feelings of underappreciation on the part of the giver, while potentially fostering dependency or entitlement in the receiver. Such dynamics erode the foundational trust and mutual respect crucial for a healthy, thriving relationship, stunting its potential for genuine growth and fulfillment. Achieving and maintaining reciprocity necessitates ongoing communication, mutual respect, and a concerted effort to acknowledge and balance contributions within the relationship. It involves both parties valuing and appreciating each other's efforts, thereby cultivating a dynamic where support and care flow freely in both directions. This mutual exchange not only strengthens emotional bonds, but also fortifies the relational foundation upon which enduring, deeply fulfilling connections are built. According to Stoic teachings, an ideal relationship is one where harmony prevails, and both partners actively contribute to each other's pursuit of virtue and a fulfilling life. If you find yourself in a relationship that feels one-sided, it's crucial to reflect on Stoic principles of balance and respect. Are you honoring your own needs and boundaries while also considering the growth and fulfillment of the other person? Addressing these questions doesn't necessarily mean ending the relationship. Instead, it presents an opportunity for mutual growth and improvement. Communication plays a pivotal role in navigating imbalances within relationships. It involves openly expressing your expectations and desires while actively listening to the perspectives of your partner. This dialogue fosters an environment where both individuals can collaboratively work towards restoring equilibrium and fostering deeper connection. Encouraging reciprocity in relationships goes beyond material contributions. It encompasses emotional support, spiritual alignment, and mutual understanding. Healthy relationships evolve over time through shared effort, compromise, and a willingness to adapt. At their core, they are built on a foundation where both partners feel valued, appreciated, and empowered to be their authentic selves. Striving for balance in relationships isn't selfish. It's a fundamental aspect of fostering mutual fulfillment and emotional well-being. It requires ensuring that the relationship nurtures your growth and happiness while also reciprocating the support, love, and respect you deserve. Let us endeavor to cultivate relationships where reciprocity flourishes naturally, a dynamic where each partner contributes to the other's well-being and personal development. Embracing Stoic ideals of balance and respect guides us towards nurturing connections that are not only enduring but also deeply enriching. In embracing these principles, we honor the wisdom of Stoicism in navigating the complexities of modern relationships, fostering mutual growth, understanding, and lasting happiness. In essence, Stoic philosophy and the principle of reciprocity offer profound insights into fostering relationships that not only endure the test of time but also thrive on authenticity, mutual respect, and shared values. They guide individuals to uphold integrity, navigate complexities with clarity and purpose, and nurture connections that enrich life's journey. By embracing these principles, individuals embark on a transformative path toward relationships that embody the virtues of honesty, reciprocity, and genuine fulfillment, a testament to the enduring relevance of Stoic wisdom in contemporary human relationships. This is a hard subject to tackle, but it's crucial we talk about it. Abuse in any form, be it physical, emotional, verbal, or psychological, is a clear, unequivocal signal that it's time to leave the relationship. Stoicism, a philosophy deeply rooted in the principles of dignity, self-respect, and the value of the human spirit, unequivocally condemns any form of abuse. Such behavior not only violates the Stoic principles of respect for oneself and others, but also destroys the very foundation of trust and safety that relationships should be built upon. Abuse tramples on dignity and self-respect. It seeks to diminish the victim's sense of self, to control and to instill fear. This is antithetical to everything Stoicism stands for. The Stoic response to such a situation is clear. Seeking help and exiting the relationship is not just important, it's necessary. It's a step that aligns with the Stoic commitment to living a life that is virtuous and dignified, one that respects the inherent worth of every individual, starting with oneself. Exiting an abusive relationship is undoubtedly one of the most challenging decisions one might ever have to make. It requires immense courage, strength, and often support from others. This is where the Stoic practice of seeking wisdom from those who have faced similar challenges or from professionals who can offer guidance and support becomes invaluable. Seeking help, whether from friends, family, or professional services, is not a sign of weakness but of strength. It's an affirmation of one's worth and a commitment to living a life free from harm. It's about reasserting control over one's inner world, reaffirming one's values, and rebuilding one's life in alignment with those values. Let's be clear. If you're in a situation where you're facing abuse, know that it's not your fault and you're not alone. Reaching out for help, leaning on the strength of those who support you, and taking steps to leave such a situation behind are all actions that reflect the highest respect you can show yourself. They are steps towards a life where your dignity, your self-respect, and your well-being are prioritized, as they should be. In the spirit of Stoicism, let's remember the importance of valuing ourselves, respecting our inherent worth, and taking decisive action to remove ourselves from harmful situations. Let's stand firm in our commitment to dignity, to self-respect, and to the pursuit of a life that is not just free from abuse, but rich in virtue and meaning. Failed communication within a relationship can feel like hitting a wall. When attempts to talk things out lead nowhere and finding common ground seems impossible, it's more than just a rough patch. It's a clear sign of deeper issues that demand attention. In these moments, Stoic philosophy offers valuable insights that can guide us through the complexities of restoring meaningful communication. Effective communication serves as the foundation of healthy relationships. It's the channel through which we express our needs, share our thoughts, and foster genuine connection. Without it, relationships can stumble in darkness, with misunderstandings and miscommunications becoming commonplace. The Stoics recognized the vital role of clear and honest communication. They not only practiced it in their own lives, but also emphasized its importance in their teachings, advocating for active listening, understanding, and responding with wisdom and empathy. When faced with communication breakdowns, the first step advised by Stoic principles is introspection. It's essential to examine the underlying causes of the breakdown, whether it's a lack of trust, unresolved conflicts, or differences in communication styles. This introspection encourages us to take responsibility for our own contributions to the issue and approach resolution with a mindset of clarity and sincerity. Marcus Aurelius, renowned for his emphasis on reason and rationality, would likely advocate for approaching communication challenges with logic. This involves stepping back from emotional reactions, analyzing the situation objectively, and identifying specific areas where communication is faltering. By addressing these root causes with a calm and rational approach, we can begin to formulate constructive solutions. Improving communication requires commitment and effort from all parties involved. It entails creating a safe and supportive environment where each person feels valued and respected. Active listening plays a pivotal role here, not merely waiting for a turn to speak, but actively seeking to understand the other person's perspective. Clear and respectful expression of thoughts and feelings is equally crucial, fostering an atmosphere of openness and mutual understanding. Patience and persistence are key virtues in rebuilding communication. It's about persevering through the challenges, even when progress seems slow or elusive. Consistent efforts to communicate effectively, coupled with a willingness to adapt and learn from each interaction, can gradually strengthen the bonds of trust and connection within the relationship. Master introspection, rational analysis, active listening, and respectful expression, and we can navigate communication breakdowns with greater clarity and compassion. In doing so, we not only honor the wisdom of the Stoics, but also nurture relationships that thrive on genuine connection, mutual respect, and shared growth. If you find yourself consistently disturbed by a relationship, consider it an opportunity to practice Stoic wisdom. Reflect, evaluate, and choose the path that leads to peace. Let's strive to surround ourselves with people who contribute to our tranquility rather than detract from it. In doing so, we honor not just the Stoic teachings, but also our own journey towards a life of peace, purpose, and profound fulfillment. Remember, the quality of our lives is greatly influenced by the quality of our relationships. It's about finding balance, embracing truth, cultivating respect, and above all, ensuring our connections enrich our lives without compromising our peace. As we part ways today, we hope you carry with you the Stoic principles we've explored together. Let them be a beacon guiding you through the challenges and joys of your relationships. And remember, the pursuit of tranquility, virtue, and wisdom is a journey we're all on together. One step, one decision, one relationship at a time. If this conversation has sparked a desire for more exploration, more understanding, and more growth, I invite you to dive deeper into our journey. Right on your screen, you'll see a playlist that will take you further into the world of Stoicism, its principles, and how they can be applied to every facet of your life. So go ahead, click on it, and let's continue to grow together, to challenge ourselves, and to cultivate lives of profound meaning and joy. Thank you for joining us today. Until next time, keep striving for that tranquility, keep seeking wisdom, and remember, in the tapestry of life, we're all connected through our shared humanity and our quest for a good life. See you in the next video.